picture that's a little different than what...
The Supreme Court has struck down a California law that would have banned the selling of violent video games to children.
This was a balancing act between the right of free speech and consumer protection. Is it the state's place to dictate who buys what?
T-minus 10 seconds, and we're going for auto sequence start. T-minus 31 seconds, and we're going for auto sequence start. T-minus 10 seconds, and we're going for auto sequence start. 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff.
Hello everyone and welcome to ARTV for whatever fucking day it is. I think it's the 9th. Yeah, that took a second. Oh, you there. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to ARTV. We've got a new episode lined up for you right now. I know all that. Hi, welcome to ARTV for the night. Oh.
T-minus 10 seconds, and we're going for auto sequence start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You. Ooh, if you fucking desync me one more fucking time. Oh yeah, the same problem. German engineering, that's what it fucking smells like.
Let's go, Justin! Was on Prime Twitch. Get Twitch Prime sub. It's Twitch Prime.
I don't play fucking Marvel vs. Capcom. I just know it. You gotta fucking figure out that difference. Because otherwise you're gonna be like, oh, he knows this thing about this video game, so he must be extremely knowledgeable about the fucking topic, you asshole!
Keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your own pace, stepping up. Keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your own pace, stepping up. Keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your own pace, stepping up. Keep stepping at your, keep stepping at your own pace, own pace.
Ignition and liftoff.
Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's show. It is, I think, the 15th of March. It is the 15th of March, and we are starting a brand new shebang, if you can believe it. Oh yes, we are. Oh, I'm very zoomed in. Look at that. We're starting a brand new fucking viddy. Yeah. I know I've been threatening all of you with Zork, and I will. And I will play Zork. It's just not now. I still haven't figured out a way to make that work, is what I'm saying. But hey, now we've got Deus Ex coming in. Maybe I should play a bit of the soundtrack while we're here and all. Just, you know, for some backing, because that's what you should do on a properly production-valued goddamn show on the internet. Maybe we'll hear some swanky tunes that I'm not supposed to hear. What did I do last? Oh yeah, I finished Story of Sorrow. I really like that game. Oh, I really do. Ooh, it's a little bit too loud. Get down there. Alright. Oh. And I'm gonna keep playing that on my own time for a bit, because I've got 100% map completion, and I've also got, I think, 70, 80-ish% souls. So I started a hard mode playthrough yesterday, right after the cast. Because I just couldn't get enough of it, and if you know me, you know how rare that actually is. And goddamn, hard mode. Something else. You get to keep your items if you want them, but yeah, it's different. More health, more souls dropping, new items that are hidden left and right. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Several weeks ago, I kind of set up Deus Ex, so you might have seen me on Steam. I tweaked with the settings to make sure that we get at least an acceptable frame rate for a little bit. Eventually we'll see if that matters or not, because I'm expecting to have to tinker with it again. But that's what we're going to be doing. It's been like over a year now since the last time we did Deus Ex, and I haven't played Mankind Divided. I should actually, now that I think of it, put up my little blind thing, because I know jack shit about this. Jack shit. And so we're going to be going completely clean. I'm not going to look it up at all at any point. And we're going to see how much different it is from Human Revolution. That will be something, won't it? I think I'm going to try and go slow. I felt like I'm rushing things again, so I'm just going to go for, sit back, play my video, read some of the flavored text if I really care about it, and don't push it too much. And who knows, maybe if it's super long and, arduous to get through it, I might do Zork or something in the middle to pass the time or like take a break from it. There's definitely going to be Dota. You don't need to worry about that. I'm not done death marching yet, is what I mean. Oh, there's a lasagna cooking right now. So I'm gonna have me some food at some point during the cast. I should start taking breaks. I didn't run ads at the start of this broadcast because I forgot. I need to get into the habit of doing that to get that initial burst of like 30 to 60 minutes of ad-free viewing. Oh, I just need to get into the habit of monetizing y'all. Right. Is there anything else to say? Anything worth a damn? Oh yeah, the YouTube archives for this broadcast are now up to date. And starting the end of the broadcast, so midnight, i.e. 3.5 hours from now, from when this is live, you will be able to start viewing the first series, which I think is Revelations Persona for the PS1. We never finished that, but there's still a good 7-ish episodes into that. I have the full list of series that are going to be on the rotation for, I guess, now up to mid-June. This is being recorded in March, so yeah, that's roughly 3 months of daily releases on the rotation. I wish I could somehow integrate it into the broadcast so I can run reruns of that, but, with time, I imagine I'll figure out the technology and all that. But we've got everything up until, I think, Ghost of Tsushima on the rotation, so that's quite a few games. You know what, I'll actually read through them all, because I want to have it on tape. I retweeted it all on Twitter, so if you want a repeat of that, you've got several sources to go on. So it is Revelations Persona, March 14th to the 22nd. Asura's Wrath, March 23rd to the 25th. Yakuza 3, running from March 26th to April 5th. The Guilty Gear Strive story mode and arcade stuff running April 6th and 7th. The Silver Case Shiruba Jiken. April 4th to the 14th. Infamous 2, April 15th to the 18th. Flower, Sun and Rain running April 19th to the 22nd. 25th Ward of the Silver Case is April 23rd to April 30th. Original Metroid for the NES running May 1st and 2nd. Then Zero Mission picks up from May 4th to May 6th. And Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes May 7th to May 10th. Dishonored is May 11th to May 10th. Return of the Obra Dinn May 19th to May 20th. Portal runs for one shot on May 21st. And that's followed up by Shin Megami Tensei for the SNES May 22nd to 27th. Judgment, or Judge Eyes as I like to call it, runs from May 28th to June 10th. So that's 12 to 14 casts, I think, is that one. Shin Megami Tensei 2, yet unfinished, running from June 11th to the 14th, and then God of War runs 15th to the 18th. And I have some one-shot specials running April 1st, May 3rd, and June 3rd. So roughly start of most months, excluding this one, of course. So yeah, you've got a lot of shit to watch, and in case you're seeing this on the archives, this was relevant to you about 2 years ago. So yeah, enjoy all that juicy content, as the youngins say. If you've missed anything, it's bound to be there, and if it's like a one-shot I didn't care about or didn't result in a full series or is like a death march, it's not on there. That's, as you know, live-only content. So yeah, that's the plugs, the announcements, the good stuff. Have we killed enough time? It's been 24 minutes. God damn, I've been talking a lot. Try to get him back into Path of Exile again. Couldn't do it. It's just not fun, really. I've been watching videos of people crafting items in there for exorbitant amounts of virtual currency, and it's made me a bit self-conscious. But hey, video games, huh? I did really enjoy my starting build, the Stormbrand. Try to make a cast on crit Cosprey's Cultist, and that's not going too well. It's dying a lot because I can't figure out how to make defenses work on it. So yeah. Oh, listen to that. That's a weird remix of Icarus from Human Revolution. Is Michael McCann still the guy? It is for some stuff. There's Sasha something Dikisian. Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So yeah. Alright. I think that's enough spiel going on for now. Let's get into Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I was gonna say Human Revolution, but then I remembered that, you know, that's not it. Let me check though. Are we set up for all this? Because we might not be. You can hear my click, it's very loud for some reason. I did adjust my gate a little bit one of these days. Because I felt a little bit self-conscious about the sound again. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Mankind Divided and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and I'm writing that piece on Ghost of Tsushima. It's not going well. It's very slow going. That's just my thing. If I can't finish it in one day, it's gonna take a month. All right. And there we go. Smooth as silk. For once I use my hotkeys, can you believe that? Oh, it's been a while since I tried to make a fucking proper effort. It's like operating this machine. I thought that, like, intro splash looked much more impressive than this kind of landscapey thing. I don't know. Music's nice though. Can't fault that. It should run in roughly 60. I don't know how it's gonna go with the broadcast on, but I think we'll be good. I set all the options. I think I have most of the relevant DLC if we end up enjoying this and wanna, you know, go back to that. I run a bunch of benchmarks and all that, and I think this is as good as it's gonna get visually. I don't have the beefiest machine anymore, but it's kind of circa when this game came out, so I think we're gonna be fine. Square Enix servers are currently unavailable. How else am I gonna buy my Square Enix coins? Because this game has a shop with microtransactions in it, which apparently I can't show you now. Alright, and without further ado, let's get to it. New game. Oh, that is a distressing visage. Put your glasses on, man. I think I'm gonna go for Give Me a Challenge. How the game's meant to be played. I like how the max difficulty scored. I never asked for this. They're fully going into the meme. I am sure. You can enjoy Deus Ex Mankind Divided as a standalone experience. You can also relive the events of Deus Ex Human Revolution, which took place 2 years prior, by watching a 12-minute recap video. You want to watch it? Do we? Yeah. Sure, why not? I could take another 12-minute break. I guess for those of you who didn't watch that, no, it should be out. It is out. It's been out for a while. You can skip out on this. And if you're here live, enjoy.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition.
This fucking track is fantastic.
Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 Vest researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Sarif's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Sarif had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go. And embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
How do you want to do it? Oh, you know me.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, You'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
You gotta go for short.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Let's fucking go.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Just gonna walk off? Oh yeah. Oh, you got Typhoon already? Okay. Oh, no, it's not Typhoon, it's the Icarus landing system is what it was. Okay.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Okay, let's take our time a little bit, right? I noticed how the Human Revolution recap kind of omitted any of the points where you get to have a choice. So essentially it ignores the fact that Malik could have died. I assume she's alive in this one. They also kind of skip over how all of your conversations go. They assume that you played the non-director's cut version of the game, which means that all of the bosses in that game are dead. There's no non-lethal option for those. And other than that, I was just feeling it, you know? I think it was an effective way of like hyping you up for what was coming up. The intro for this game, it was kind of obvious when it switched because the audio quality got higher and it stopped being a upscaled 720p video. It's not that good of an intro, admittedly. Especially when Eliza gives you... It was that terrible incident that happened 2 years ago, which I will fully give you exposition of in the following minutes. You know, that kind of thing. Other than that, they kept the... You get to have a choice of how you want to approach things. Tranquilizer rifle used to be very OP in the previous game, but very kind of unwieldy. I went for stun gun because it's just how I prefer going about it. It's essentially the prod from the first game. Yeah, is there anything else to talk about? Not immediately. I noticed that half of them were kind of Australian, which was weird. But I guess the UN's doing some stuff there and, you know, Bell's still around. I assume F5 is still my quick save. It is. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything because I imagine there's gonna be a tutorial. I feel like lowering the sound a little bit though. Maybe keep voice clear, but keep this at like that. Oh yeah, and the subtitles for that intro were a little bit weird. Definitely to lower it a little bit more. Because they just gave you several paragraphs of text. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. You definitely have a lot more things to pick up, and it shows you health on items, so that's back. But the highlights are also there. Crouch is toggle. Oh, and you have a little indicator that has animation smoothing on it. Control schemes. Change controls, yeah. Yep. Feel like changing that. Let me just quickly. Mouse and keyboard, key bindings. Hopefully no spoilers in here. Grenade is that. Jump, walk, reload. Takedowns is Q. F5, F9. PYV. V for inventory. Quick slot 1 through something. And yeah. Okay. Standard fare. Don't see anybody. There's this. Control to crouch. I'm already there. 100 Traveler. Triangle code. Use the Deus Ex Universe phone app to scan this triangle code. Yeah, oh. Are we really doing this? Breach software. Square Enix members. Complete Deus Ex Go to unlock bonus praxis. Yeah, no thank you. Construction worker. It's got a chip on him. And you know I love my chip. Where's my inventory? What was it? V? No, that's like a quick inventory. B. Augmentations. Inventory. It's tab. It is tab. So what is this? Stun gun. Examine. It's got a silencer on it. Kind of different from the previous one, which was kind of like an unfoldy little thing. The Zenith Zap is a single-shot, non-lethal firearm built on a CA-44 10mm frame receiver. It takes high-density electroshock darts that render targets unconscious. The weapon has a short range, slow firing cycle, and lengthy reload time. It is primarily used against organic targets and is ineffective against security cameras, targets, and robots. These are my stuff. What do I got? Typhoon ammo. Hypostim. 1 dose of an injectable stimulant that increases the health bar. If this surpasses the current health maximum, the extra points will not regenerate after being depleted by damage. Used to recover half of the health meter. Okay, so you can overheal as well. Smoke grenade, stun gun ammo, biocells, gas grenades. Put that on 1. Was that Typhoon ammo? I assume I have the Typhoon already. What kind of stuff do we have? Social Enhancer is already acquired. Info link. Subvocalization. Stealth avatar. Activates upon detection by attack and monitors. Okay. A lot of this is already unlocked, which is weird. Mid-grade, high-grade antenna. You know what? Honestly, I imagine half of this is going to be disabled by the time we're out of this, so I'm not going to look into it any further than that. Crafting of Typhoon ammo, biocells, mine templates, and multi-tools. Multi-tools are back. And they look vaguely similar to what they did. Okay, seal off access to atrium. Secondary, jam the signal booster. Objective details and all that. Triangle codes. Find them hidden around the game, scan them. Collect them. Accessing downloadable content, no thank you.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
It's pretty direct about him, huh? Jennies are imagined generators. I feel like maybe turning up the brightness a little bit there. I don't know. Do I have that kind of option? Sharpen, chromatic aberration. Display, perhaps. Exclusive full screen, stereoscopic 3D, interesting. Field of view 90, brightness 50. Does this look too terrible? I'm gonna turn it down halfway. Because I recently tweaked with my monitors to have a high dynamic range. I think this is acceptable. Slightly higher, not too much. Okay. Not a cent. Oh, okay. You're a little bit direct. Just straight punch through that. Yeah, you definitely make a lot of sound when you're not crouched. Still have the third person. Pocket secretary. Krasimir. From Kalim Kuori. I was working on the fan system when we lost power. Stuck in here. But I think that means they can't get at me. They're killing everyone. They started screaming and attacking anything. Oh. They started screaming and attacking anything that moved. Where are you? If you can, make it up to the storage area on the roof. It's caged in and you should be safe there. Might even have some medical supplies. Door code is 4801. Close to 0451. Safe. Okay, roof storage area. Code acquired. Can I... Like, how would I get down? Kinda wanna go down there, right? Curiosity killed the cat and all, but... Oh, he's already rotted and done for. Throwable handsaw. Reminds me a bit of those ones in, Ooh, he jumped good! God damn. Alright. Got several options by the look of it. Can clear up there. Oh, we can move around here, I imagine. Can't go up there. got a very heavy, like, stompy jump. It's kind of weird. There's space to jump. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that until now. Keep that in mind. So maybe he does that. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying yourself. I imagine he only gets that super jump when he's around vertical surfaces. Oh, you are a fucking bot. Okay, I take that back. I'll get my points. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Gotta keep on top of the leaderboard. There we go. Can I get up there? That's the real question. Doesn't look like it. Icarus Strike? What was that? Guess I'll find out. Consumable Absinthe. More credits. Open with tab, select the items. And toggle menus. It's not a very good series of tutorials, I'll admit. I find it kind of annoying that you have to click on the item to see what it is. You can't just hover over it and it doesn't give you a nameplate. And I find it kind of funny that the bot is called Deus. How oddly thematic. B to open the augmentation wheel. Total credits have increased tremendously. Throwable fire extinguisher. 0451. There it is. Is that something relevant? Sorry, I'm being told to open the augmentation wheel. To equip Smart Vision, press middle mouse button to assign it, and exit the augmentation wheel with escape. Unassign. Slot 1. Press middle mouse button to activate Smart Vision. Structural weakness. Okay, and that wastes battery. Which refills with time. Okay, I'm immediately rebinding that, if you don't mind. Middle mouse button. Is now that. Thank you. Still punches through walls like a madman. Quick inventory. There we go. Okay, there's 2 people there. I'm gonna see how far that will actually regenerate. Okay, so there's a permanent ceiling on it, but anything up to that white line is essentially free to mess with. So we've already got some freedom of choice here, I imagine. We could go for the direct approach. Or could go up. And it seems to regenerate fairly quickly too. So we're pretty good on that front. There's nothing here. Breaker. Can go back through there. You can go back up. Okay, I kind of sequence broke a little bit. They intended for me to go down here. See that this is not. See your access to the atrium. Hacking info, security rating, attempts left 5. Use the mouse to navigate between nodes. This is a lot less visible than previous one. If I capture.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Device has been unlocked. It's essentially the same minigame, but cover tutorial. Tutorial mode. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instructions about various game mechanics. Experiment without any consequences. You can reset or exit at any time. Learn about moving to cover swapping, rounding corners, vaulting over them, and transition from cover to first-person view. Stick around a bit. Move to the green hologram and press F to take cover. Okay, so you get to choose where you go. Aim the cover next to the green hologram and press space to move there. And this works for several things. How stealthy is this though? Hold a movement key in the direction of the green hologram and press space. The next cover and vault over. Aim the next green hologram and press space to run out of cover. Okay, so simple as. I thought they would be introducing some new mechanics, that's why I did it. Remember to hide the bodies. Oh, you can't jump over? To a higher elevation? Interesting. Movable objects are in that color. Oh, and that's like an electrical hazard. That's clearly signposted. Okay, I see how it is. So we're still kind of in a hand-holdy mood. So that was very face-to-face. Painkillers. Oh, okay. And takedowns now cost you energy, and it's not refundable. Okay. So that is different already. Certain augmentations have an activation cost which degrades the energy meter's maximum regeneration. The white part of the energy meter left is unaffected by degradation and will always regenerate. To refill the energy meter and reset the maximum energy, use a biocell. Okay. So essentially you want to upgrade the good battery. But they kind of fixed one of those, how should I put it, the early Deus Ex Human Revolution problems. Where you could essentially just keep regenning over and over again. The highlighting of interactable objects, though, is a little bit on the nose still. Like, there used to be a pierce yellow filter on them, and, you know, maybe you didn't notice as much, but now... it's just him in the vicinity. Which is interesting. Do we have Assassin's Creed-ish options?
في شيء غلط بالمكان هذا.
Okay. Now that I believe we are in the clear, I get to explore a little bit. Augmented construction worker. Regular pistol ammo. Okay, so that is still a whitish color. Tehran welcomes UN representative. Top story. Honoko Sato, UN Special Envoy to the Augmented, arrived to tour the Middle East today, almost 2 full years after rampaging augmented workers laid waste to many of the region's most populated cities. Violence by and against the augmented has increased. The situations and has increased their situations. And better... Am I reading this wrong? Has increased the situations and better understand why once prosperous cities like Dubai have yet to fully recover. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, I have to use my actual scroll wheel. Sorry. Has increased worldwide since the incident, leaving struggling local authorities ill-equipped to handle it. Ms. Sato plans to visit as many devastated Arab nations as she can during her stay, to assess their situations and better understand why once prosperous cities like Dubai have yet to fully recover. Hopefully, she told reporters gathered at the tarmac, the report I submit to the UN at the end of the journey will enable Security Council members to reach a wise, well-reasoned and unanimous decision as they debate drastic steps to curtail the global violence. Oh wait, what the fuck? You can scroll the individual bits as well as the middle bits and they're the same text. Fucking raw. Menswear. Fact. There's a better solution. Mood X. Mood stabilizer. Chubb versus Butch. Omar Chubb versus Bobby Butch. Sorry. Metalweight Championship. HMFC. Heavy Metal Fighting Championship. Saturday, November 27th, sorry. Praha Stadium. Piker's Daily Standard. Eliza Cassian Everyday live at 20. Just like my broadcast. Brown reassures investors. Oman editorial. Billionaire business mogul Nathaniel Brown admitted that extreme weather conditions have delayed construction of Rabia, the glittering 3D printed city being built in Oman for orgs. Yet, he told shareholders not to worry. We'll need a few more enlightened investors backing us to put Rabah back on course. And this tablet is running out of battery. Well, it would be fun if this actually ticked down with time as you read it. And you couldn't anymore. Not enough energy. 10 mil. Some beer. Okay, so much for that. Keypad. Code database. Oh, this is supposedly on the rooftop, I guess. Yeah, because we climbed up. I could type in things with my numpad, which is always nice. Hypostim injector for me.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
I wonder if they're gonna pull one of those
Solid copy.
tricks again, like they did in previous game, where like if you wait too much. Strike the lock. Tranquilizer rifle ammo. 10 mil. Interacting with it is a bit finagly, but hey, combat rifle regular. Throwable beer case. Nothing there. Interesting. Icarus landing augmentation triggers automatically when falling to prevent damage. Is this essential? We want to go down, don't we? Oh, I guess this was somewhat intended, since the quest now... No, I want to go my way. You kidding me? A problem has occurred with your display driver. Your system may not have enough resources to run the game at the selected settings. You can try using the same settings or adjust them to lower settings. Make sure you have the latest drivers of your video software. And it crashed. Okay. Let's see how far that previous save was, huh? I will say, currently, not too brilliant. Is it going to pick it back up? Yeah, it is. It is using an autosave feature. Load game. Just select continue. I imagine that's the latest. That I'm gonna say that was not what I thought would happen. And I hope it doesn't happen. So now I'm gonna be a little bit trigger happy with the saves and all that. Okay. Stealth tutorial. Turn.
سمعت دوشة دايما بيكون في حاجة تنكد
I'm not crouched as well.
أكيد هنعمل إيه دلوقتي؟
Can I lean? No, I imagine no.
مفيش حاجة شكلي كده كنت هتفلت
Not enough energy for takedown, okay. See, that's gonna play with my mind a bit. Storage. Sent to storage. Oh my god, okay. What's this? Biocell. What? Conferment of health. Cost of blurry vision. Okay, no, these will not do shit for me. I need biocells. And his pistol. Machine pistol. Couldn't search him from where I was standing over here, which is interesting. So this is somewhat different from going down the expected way. But when I felt standing, which I couldn't really notice. So I guess it's... Does that icon vanish when I'm not looking at it too much? No, okay. So if I'm crouched, it'll show me I'm crouched. There's no two doubts about it. Did I just take that out of the ground? That grew in size. Fucking raw. Can't drink my lemon lime. I've entered orange. 2 men.
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already?
Combat tutorial. Follow the green holograms to receive the no. Grenades and typhoon augmentation.
عشان المغزى من المخازن اللي موجودة على السفن عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
يا ريت يتحركوا بسرعة شوية. لو الريحة هاجت علينا هنموت. شايف حاجة؟
No, there's nothing here, just sun.
There's a bunch of people. How do we deal with this? Is now the question. I do feel like this is a little bit too dark. So I might bump up the gamma again. Oh, observation grid. Okay, I couldn't do anything through this anyway. Okay, biocell. Okay, that wasn't highlighted. So I gotta really be on the lookout for those. Let's try to keep that height advantage going. Somehow get him out of view. Okay, a bunch of stuff there. What's that? It's just a cone from the from under. Yeah, something's happening there. Oh god. I don't think we're gonna make it out unscathed. That's what I'm thinking. There's 2 people there. There's a lot of people, goddamn.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
What? Did you say something?
Keep it tight.
This sand is everywhere.
Okay. I straight up convert weapons into machine ammo. Which I am happy to do. Consumable. Rum or Pilsner. It's a beer. That's what it is. Credit chip. A fire extinguisher. We should not be here, Bakr. The fast faster this deal of sink is over, the better. The place is no longer meant for the living. It is a tomb, and everything it contains has been tinted by death. Believe me, the things left here after the incident may seem innocuous, but they are a trap, left by the people they belong to as conduits between worlds. That is why you must leave these things here. Or leave these things where they are. Touch anything and you invite the grave into your life. So a little bit of a superstitious belief. There's toxic gas over here.
Enter!
God damn. Okay. I didn't see him at all. There's another guy there. Okay.
Let's check this floor again.
Do not get overconfident.
I'm being looked at.
Always nothing.
You can see it on the map. God, the range on this fucking sucks.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jinn's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
There's another one here. Credit chip. And the personal log that we just read. So he doesn't show up on the map. Where the fuck was he? Movable cardboard box. It's paper. There's way too many movable cardboard boxes, I think. Wait. Oh really, are we gonna do that all the time? Just random shit hidden behind boxes? You know what would be fun? Breaking this window open. Climbing on one of those chains. Something harder. Why would I want to break through this wall? Oh, every time I do it, it costs me a little bit. That is nice in a sense, but also distressing. Because now I have to play with my eyes, and I don't trust my eyes as much as magic vision. Tranquilizer. And there are kit. Right here. That was okay. Let's use that. Biocell. Okay. Now I understand the limitations of the energy that they have imposed, and they are no longer as manipulatable as they were before.
يكون افضل لو السين خلص الصفقه دي بسرعه.
راح يخلص. احنا ما بديش نكون هان لما تبدأ العاصفة.
ولا انا. المكان ده مقرف. الجو ده.
But I can do that. Okay.
العملية دي كانت فكرة بنيلة بنيلة. طيب ماشي اللي تشوفه.
Okay.
مفيش حاجة هنا كمان. ما يهمنيش.
Just mark a bunch of people.
يتحركوا بسرعة شوية.
What is the circle?
لو الريحة هاجت علينا هنموت.
I don't understand the circle. And I get this kind of weird map. Okay.
انت شفته كمان؟ انت متأكد؟ أكيد كنت غلطان.
Okay, they have vertical vision as well. So I need to be careful. Thank you.
الجو قلب علينا بسرعة على الرحلة 50.
I don't know. Okay, so this guy's gonna show up here.
شكلنا كده جينا بدري. أنا مش شايف أي حاجة.
Drag him where they won't see him. Come on. They won't see him, I told you. It's the only one that seems to be making rotations over here. Throwable coffee cup. Okay. And now what's here? Noxious gases, huh? Do I have anything against that? Rebreather. Chemical resistance prevents damage from inhaled toxins. No activation required. Automatically. Energy consumption's low. Okay. That was interesting. I got a bunch of ammo, I think. Revolver regular ammo. Is there like a sort button? I'd love a sort button. No, I gotta play Tetris. Yeah. Have an energy cost. Yep. Non-lethal takedowns are less noisy. Yep. No, I don't want to risk it. Move in the shadows, as it were. That's not too in the shadows, but close enough.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس إن أنا هحصلكم. وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
The signal booster is online. Good. I could barely hear them down there. Okay, keep your eyes open. I'm going to go see if I can
You
find
are
anything.
racist, man. You are fucking racist. Okay. How do we slip in here? Right then, I guess.
كلها فاضية ومتأمنة. أول. Hope we get something good in this deal.
Let's just... Okay, good game. Signal booster. Movable metal crate. Yeah, the jump is a little bit weird. I don't mind saying it. It's like it's a normal jump when you're going up, and then you fall down to the ground like a fucking sack of potatoes. Can't say that I like it. Oh, look, a motherboard. They're making computer. Tales of the Arabian Front. Well, the formation of the United Arab Front ultimately appeared to rally the Middle East around the common Saudi cause. Over the past decade, changing laws, a broken economy, okay. Changing laws, a broken economy, and a rippling border have forced the UAF to deal with several new problems. Someone is duct taping something at 11 in the fucking afternoon. What the fuck? Not least being the rapidly expanding Jinn. The Jinn are no simple terrorists. They are, first and foremost, an illegal enterprise centered around drugs and weapons, staple trades inherited prior to the end of the millennium from their early roots in Afghanistan and later Iran. The creation of twin brothers Salah and Wasim Alam, the Jinn rapidly grew from freedom fighters to opium producers to weapon traders. Today, with augmented dissension on the rise, The Jinn have been taking advantage of the many illegal refugees being smuggled past official portals into the Middle East. Santur's augmented heaven in Oman, Rabah, is just more fuel on the fire that is already threatening to burn out of control. And all of these tablets are unlock computer. Booster installed. Great, now get on patrol. Everything clear up there. Comm booster is installed. Range output is 120 gigahertz. Verify with our men on the roof and the atrium. Hamid, once you have finished in Dubai, I need you to go to Rabah with Wasim. The shanty town outside the walls is swollen with prospects. Offer the strongest men you find whatever they want, neuropozyne, food, and anything to win their favor. Tell them there is much more in exchange for their loyalties to the Jinn. If they refuse, Wasim will take what he needs from them. No, it isn't. What does that make you think it is? Deactivate.
Miller, I've disabled the Jinn's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
Yeah, it is kind of a Zeus, isn't it?
We barely have audio contact.
اهدى كده. أخيرا الصفقة دي هتجيب لنا كل الفلوس اللي محتاجينها عشان نشتري معدة السلاح.
That's not what I meant. I meant we should be in the atrium with him, not up here.
طيب لو الشكل زي ما تمام. متهيألي لازم ننزل نتقاتل. بس احنا كده هنفوت منظر يبهر وما ينفعش يتفوت.
Come on, get me in there. Close this thing. Okay, and we are past.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. McCready out.
Let me just check something. Okay.
ابتدى يحرر قوي.
I am not taking a front door if I can avoid it. Can't jump on that. But I can definitely jump on that over there. I can never understand where the distinction between the proper jump is and where it isn't. Oh, I hate that this looks like a choke point to force me to... Hacking. Okay. What do we have? A thing there. Or there, there's a nuke? Oh no, there's not. It's just folders, folders, folders. And I'm connected to those two.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There you go. Easy as. Okay, it is a checkpoint. Good to know.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now. Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Augs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The park has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Agreed. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
Do you?
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Okay. Oh, I don't want to go down there doing this.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Disable a helicopter. Do you understand how funny this sounds? You gave me a stun gun.
Come on, get in there! Moving on!
Excuse me? No. I think he saw me. I didn't understand that weird grunt he did. But it said hostile.
Bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Okay. Stealth.
Man down! Man down! Who's hit? Jensen! Strike team! Sound off!
It's Singh!
Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, gents!
I did it.
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
That's a bitch of a sandstorm, though. Not the nightmare fucking footage again.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you.
No, stop!
Had planned.
Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
Therapy industry is closely towards
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Possible detonations. Looks like hormones.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
You kind of just did. Not as good as the first game's intro. I'm gonna go on that.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale
Hey,
for
Bob.
success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York?
Dowd from Dishonored?
Ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
I'll secure your communications, Bob. Jaina seems to have
Such a lust for revenge? Ooh!
Juggernaut Collective.
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Page, activate the sleep cell.
How do we make sure people know this guy is fully illuminated? Activate the sleeper cell. Ah, topical humor. Yes, he is. Is that how they spell fucking Prague?
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Oh, you do. Come on, let me pause. I have shit to talk about.
Hot off.
Everything should
I can't.
No, fuck. I'm afraid they are not. What?
Just give me a minute.
No good. You just let my wife say.
You, come here.
Me?
Yes, you.
What is name? Vladimir Shevkov.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn, Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. Didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Get back in line, sir.
Okay, I wait here.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
I can't believe you're doing that.
You brought this on yourself.
Get your hands off of that.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
What a bunch of
Chip,
fucking jargon.
custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's mother...
You can...
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help.
The sunglasses block out the despair. Oh, close your eyes, kids.
Hold on. Shit.
I'm malfunctioning already.
Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've
No,
been through
Siggy's
worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Okay, now we have a little bit of time to ourselves, huh? Let's get back on shit we have to fucking talk about. Oh, it's been what? It's now 25, and I've had shit to talk since the 13. So about 12 minutes. I've had to hold shit in, and now I'm gonna let it all out. And it's gonna stink. This is more interesting story than MGS. At least I know what's going on. Does that mean it's more interesting? If everything is absolutely fucking clear. And you have no questions to ask yourself. Like, what happened up until now? You could start writing that thing while I talk to Ken about his video game. When are we playing Lost Ark? Already did. Never gonna touch it again, probably. Have a guild in there, which I have definitely left to my guild deputy to take care of in my indefinite leave. How's your 5 all-female characters going in there? 50%. Brilliant. I doubt half of those even got to level 50 and tried the end game. That's like what mainly made me fucking hate it, honestly. What do you mean, female? Ooh, oh, you poor son of a bitch, you've changed. I thought you were just walking around with a sorceress, with a bard, with a... what is it? The fucking female gunslinger, that kind of action, you know, thigh highs and leather dresses. I mean, I would, but I somehow resisted it. It was really... all I did was play male gunslinger. That's all I really had the patience for. Like, I hated it for the entire, like, first continent, because I thought it was going to be generic fantasy. Then I hated it even slightly more when I got to Gulliver's Travels land. And then I started liking it when it became Final Fantasy 13. And when I got to, what is it, Vern? Or whatever the middle continent is, where you finally actually get the end game. I absolutely fucking got out of there the moment I realized, you know what, this is gonna be it. Like, it's gonna be Abyss dungeons, Chaos dungeons, Guardian raids, and walking around islands looking for tokens. And then it's gonna make me play it up to a bit, right? And then it's gonna make me do a little bit of fucking generic fantasy quest before I can do it again. Because the moment you run out of like the 4 tiers in Vern, you have to go somewhere else to get the rest of your end game. It is so shit. Unbelievably fucking shit. Like, I like the guild stuff they had with the contribute and the research stuff, but the player housing fucking sucks. And, like, fucking Korean servers don't have the rock. Also, I noticed that, it goes like Arc 1, Arc 2, skips 3, goes to Arc 4. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? It was honestly really just fucking... oh, what a mess. And like, I've played Korean MMOs before. Like, I used to fiend on fucking Lineage too. And... oh, it was rough, man. And like, the fucking Twitch integration, did you know that shit? Watch 4 hours of someone for like a mount or a pet. And there's like 15 different types of them that only certain channels have. Are you a tier 2 broadcaster? Fucking hell. It's absolutely miserable. And you had to do 4 hours for each. What a fucking joke. Like, it's the kind of bad that it's just like not worth your time, honestly. Like, there's much better Korean MMOs to fucking waste days of your life in. I'm still a big fucking shill for Black Desert. I still think that Black Desert, despite everything that happened to it, now that Pearl Abyss have bought it back from Kakao Games, is really good in the West. Yeah, I know. But I like BDO for life skill reasons. And I don't know, man. No, it does. It definitely has really bad problems, but for like, as far as sandbox MMO goes, I think like it's that or pretty much nothing at this point. Like, not even Guild Wars gets that kind of open-endedness. Like, you could be a level 1 top tier trader, right? Like, I went in there completely fucking cognizantly, made a fucking supply chain with contribution points, all towards being the guy who makes boats. And that was my shit. I just made boats. And then made fucking bank, I'm telling you, with that fucking first expansion hit, I was pissing money. Oh. Right, what else do we have going on? Doesn't notice like that game off, I kinda do. Like, it wasn't terrible. The fucking dungeons in Lost Ark, though. Probably some of the fucking best PvE content I've seen. Like, just spectacle-wise. Like, the bosses are kind of fun. But, like, the set pieces and the visual elements of it are really fucking top-notch. I'll give them that. And, like, I just lack the patience to, like, get to the point where I get to see more of those. Yeah, it's proper raid stuff. Like, I kind of like that, right? Maybe it's the years of playing WoW that make me say that, but... This isn't NYC circa 2030, this is Europe circa 2030. We're in Praha, which is totally not Praga, which is in English is Prague. I don't know why they decided that they're gonna try and look worldly by typing it with an H, but, you know. I guess that's maybe how they spell it in Czech, but it's a definite G in there. Otherwise it wouldn't appear anywhere else. Hugh Janus is really my favorite character so far. Exactly. I wonder why you're getting big Matrix vibes. It's almost like oh, here's the recap that I was looking forward to. Yeah, half of that is already wrong. Good to know. I look forward to your letters. I don't know if Ken streams anymore. I don't think he does. He went all corporate and got a job and started making money like a real man. What the fuck? The content is paywalled? You mean in like the digital sense, or like making gold into silver? Because I noticed how the market worked and I winced with how little it actually has on it. Yeah. Enjoy life, you wage slave. I'm here not making any money at all. Oh, life is very fun in recession, isn't it? You gotta invest IRL money to actually do the raid immediately? Really? So it's kind of like, what was that one? Fucking Wizard 101 in Toontown? Where like half of it is behind the subscription? Yeah. I mean, it's not like people can't just buy the best gear already. Like, it has that same thing like BDO where there's a failure rate to items. So, like, very rarely you'll get, like, something that tries and all that. Honing rate minus 20, yeah. And that's in dollars, right? Not in virtual fake money. Oh god. Like, I had to just take a look at, what is it, the Book of Collaboration before, like, my eyes glazed over and I decided that I don't want to do anything with that game anymore. Because, like, honestly, they tried to make it so that, like, you have to have, like, an equal footing into the game, which is somewhere around, like, level 50, and then, like, all the stuff is unlocked for you. but it's like such a hassle. You have like to deal with it for 40 minutes before it stops giving you error messages in order to like get into PvP or get into like the communal stuff. Like, it's fucking terrible, honestly. And like, there's almost virtually no incentive for you to like gather a party of like guildmates or whatever and like try and like do content together when you can just do it with randos that probably have better gear than that, unless you're like being a little bit philanthropist, whatever the adjective for that is. You're not swiping on this game? Left or right? I don't know. I just... Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It just... It lost me way too much in like leveling new characters for alts. Unless you're using those like insta-level tickets, is probably fucking nightmarish. Fucking IOI sending you death threats on the mail? God damn it. They really want you to buy Hitman 3. That's what they want. Oh, I got the crystalline buff as like a... not a thank you gift, but a we're sorry kind of gift. For like the terrible fucking launch of that game. God! Oh, remember launch? Is it better now? Or does it stop being a video game at roughly like 7 p.m. Like with 50% gone, I'd imagine, right? It's a little bit better, but I remember you couldn't get into fucking Guardian raids or fucking Chaos dungeons or anything. And like when you're in the game, you can't play the game because like the servers are so fucking chuffed that you can't like... And it tells you something happened, but it doesn't tell you what. And unless all 4 of you insta-click second frame when the dialogue window opens, it's gonna time out. And like all 4 of you are gonna be fucking lit and green. It's like good to go, but the timer's gonna need another 10 seconds for you to like confirm that you're really into this. And then the 30-second timer runs out anyway and you get kicked back into fucking queue. Oh my god. Like it was unbearable unless you were playing it like immediately after maintenance or like early in the morning. But what can you expect from Amazon Games Incorporated? They did such a great job with New World. NA East doesn't have a problem with player base? Jesus. I'm kind of surprised. NU Central. Oh yeah. They even had to like split off some servers as well. It was kind of funny. Yeah. They don't even work. Right. And it's good that you're not buying video games. Like, wait until the dust is settled and you know which ones are good and worth your money and which are not. And then keep playing video games from like 2003 until like another one shows up. That's how I do it. And like sometimes I play something that's bad just on purpose. Are you sure about that? Because that would mean that Cyberpunk is worth your money now, is it? Well, yeah, but like you have 7 hours worth of difference between you and whenever you Central is in like peak time, you know? Because like when you're playing, they're probably all asleep. Well, yeah, afternoon your time is essentially like 8 to like midnight-ish on East Coast. But like if you're playing in the late afternoon, then it's into the early morning. Oh yeah, because definitely the fucking PS5 is capable of doing all those things it said in marketing. It's not just a slightly beefed up PS4. Fucking definitely. Like, do you even have a fucking television that processes 4K at 60? Just play it in 1080p 60 and have fun. Like, 4K is not going to be the standard for another 10 years. Enthusiast PC people are fucking trying to push it and saying, you know, yeah, this is the thing, right? Let's have all our monitors be 4K and 144 hertz. And then the normal populace, which is still on what I consider to be benchmark stuff with 1080p 60, don't really have a choice. But most people's fucking phones are 1080p 60, so I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah, it is. And you know why? I've probably told you. But let's see what you remembered out of it. There you go. Good boy. Alright, are we done with a little bit of talk? Can I get some video game in? I think I can get some video game in. Also, these buttons. What am I selecting? If I press this, will it resume? Okay, but if I hover options and press select. Bleeding. He's a vampire with screen space reflections that are not of this room. There's supposed to be a shelf on the other side and a desk. Okay, there is. But it's like way off. There's supposed to be a wall there. Yeah, okay. It is of this space, but they probably moved the mirror at some point. Look at him. Sellable hydraulic micro pump. He's gonna put that on his motherboard along with the watch. So he's into watchmaking and hydraulic micro pumps and motherboard repair, I guess. God, imagine if your monitor was this transparent. I'm gliding on something. What is this? Throwable file box. STEM processor chip. Instead of women in STEM, we've got processor chips for that now. Take that, women.
Oh, yeah! You know, before that little musical interlude there, I was talking...
Crafting parts. Collect the majigans. Select the weapon and customize. Select the crafting part to access the crafting menu.
Serious shit. So let's keep going. First of all, let me get...
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
Hello.
From?
He sleeps in leather pants. Just like in my head.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
That's not the same voice
You saved
actor.
his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Like the lighting isn't pretty bad, isn't it? Look at that. I imagine half of this is pre-baked textures, but... Oh, they all open, and it's a gun. I thought they were individually openable. A book about learning to let it go. Oh no, my video game character's depressed! How harp program will allow men to modify weather. Not women, though. They're not allowed to. You stay in... Oh, don't climb up on your... Oh my god. Really? Is that Deus Ex 1 music? Oh, it is. Oh, I climbed on my Dreamcatcher lightning set. Is this an invasion of privacy? Oh no, this is all my room. Okay, hi. I'm living the life. I was thinking, yeah, this is all there is to it. Turns out, uses credit chips as a bookmark. Newspaper. Police blunders lead to mistrial. Oh, I couldn't believe that. 6 high-ranking members of the Diwali crime family walked out of the courtroom as free men today, after it became apparent that state police had once again accidentally destroyed evidence in the Malikov sex trafficking case. Oh. The judge had no choice but to declare a mistrial once Officer that's like an aspirated R. Redhor. No, that's not it. Maybe it is. Redor Kabar tested that a handwritten ledger used to track the buying and selling of prostitutes had inadvertently been shredded. He added that the officer responsible for the mistake had been placed on paid administrative leave while the matter is being investigated. This marks the 3rd case this year in which members of the Valley organization have escaped justice due to bureaucratic error. In an assurance hollow enough to echo through the capital, the mayor declared the state is launching an independent investigation into the chain of custody procedures. The corruption exists in Prague. We will snap it out. Oh, if it exists. Sorry. I thought he was a little bit more aware of that. Evading misery with exoticism. Choo-choo. Rogue arms dealer killed in Dubai. Interpol reports that John Trent, a dangerous ex-Bell Tower operative who disappeared during the Org incident, is dead. Trent's body was recovered during a sting operation in Dubai, along with a shipment of weapons and banned black market augmentations. They plan to sell the contraband to augmented terrorists using the pseudonym Shepard. And that's kind of all of it. Not enough energy to shower. Yeah, I see that too. But in real life, even without the augmentations. That's a nice view, isn't it? Stop it. Stop the sink. Oh no, it's one of the magical ones. Now you could have the washer and dryer. Or you could have what's in this box. The box. The box! E-book. Juggernaut Collective, Interpol case file, something something. The Juggernaut Collective, organized in the early 2020s, was a hacker named Eli. Oh, when a hacker named Eli posted a badly written call to arms type message on the darknet. Ooh. Filled with misspellings and grammatical errors, it invited those disillusioned with the stranglehold 1%ers have on our world to join him in attacking, exposing, and spoiling their plots. The group first made headlines in 2025 by hijacking atmospheric processes used by a popular weather artist in Paris and sending hurricane-force winds to decimate a Page Industries-sponsored event. Around the same time, Eli was replaced online by a new nom de plume, Janice. Efforts to ascertain the real-world identity of either hacker have thus far proven unsuccessful. You couldn't fit that word anywhere else, could you? Under Hugh Janus's leadership, the collective have become increasingly effective at bankrupting Fortune 500 companies, exposing governmental misdeeds, and in general making life difficult for the extremely wealthy. Good on him. Particularly worrisome to counter-terrorism agencies around the world is growing evidence that the collective have been recruiting a number of experienced agents, often with Black Ops experience, to assist them. Oh, look at that. You don't have shit on that. That's at least 16K. It's translucent, you can see your wall.
But the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp this.
Of the world?
Incident was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't humankind who went crazy, Dr. Rucker.
Magic gnome. Suspiciously delicious.
Instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by
God, look at this fucking bachelor pad.
Their money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
But when legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Utelek complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague...
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
But ARG had nothing to do with that. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing, the third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in
It's so weird knowing that she's an AI and like she's giving them gotcha questions. I guess that's what she was programmed to do. By yourself, thank you. It's so weird that they translated the fucking cereal boxes from Human Revolution into fucking Czech. It's like nice, but also why would you do this? Use the kettle, turn the microwave on. Full breakfast. He's got some good shit. What is that, crafting parts? Too heavy to move my fridge. Oh. What do we have here? Adam Jensen. Mail. Oh. Okay, let's get here. Question from you from Christian Giroux to Adam Jensen. Hey Jensen. Sorry not to get back to you before this. Been buried in a sea of paperwork. And frankly, I'm surprised you're asking. I only met Miller once via NSN. Seemed more than competent. He was with the Tactical Assault Group in Australia before the incident. Hell of a marksman, so they say. Don't know how he ended up overseeing the Central European office, but then I don't understand how you ended up here either. After Detroit, I figured your SWAT experience and my recommendation will get you in the door, but I thought headquarters would keep you in the States. Sure could use your insider knowledge of org developers to get a handle on the black market suppliers we've been chasing down. Hate to say it, but they're giving us hell. Oh well. Adapt and react, right? Anyway, not much more I can tell you about Miller. If you do put in for a transfer, let me know first. Maybe I can pull some strings. I don't remember who this is, but I imagine it's someone we knew before that. Director TF-29, North American Division. They mentioned that too as well. NSN and TF-29. Ed Olson Hugh, acronym. Thank God my email tells me when it's a username or not. Adam, thank you for your detailed specifications for the trench coat. As discussed, it will be completed within 10 business days and shipped express. Sincerely, Orson. He orders a special made trench coat from Germany? What a fucking poser. From Peter Cheng. Yeah, I have. We played 1 and 2 with the gang, and I played 3 on my own. And I don't plan on casting that ever, honestly. Director Miller said you'll probably come in after a good night's sleep, despite what just happened to you. Have no idea why you would do that. If it was me, TF-27 is the last place I would want to go right now. Don't let the bunker atmosphere fool you. This place is a target. We're all targets. I'm not just being paranoid here, okay? You'll understand when we talk in person. P.S. Related to the thing above that we need to talk about, I changed your office password. It's now the name of the band on the t-shirt Aria wore that time I saw her. The one I told you about. I swear I'm not trying to be cute or cryptic. I'm trying to be safe. Chang. Postscript script. Try running through your home smart system interface again and let me know if you're still getting that armory glitch. Latest firmware should have taken care of it. Last thing I'd want to do in your shoes is leave the apartment without bullets. Hello, home owner.
Hello. From the menu, please select the type of setting you want to change.
As you wish. I'll keep you safe. As you wish. But remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk.
Like, why have these buttons right here when I have the diegetic ones? There's my armory there.
Yes, you said that.
Bullet.
That was 6 months ago. Earlier today,
I am bugged already.
bombing. The third day of
Fucking raw!
Is this really the face of a
I can't look away from that or interact with it in any way. Fucking great, honestly. Oh, and look at those. Just, fuck. Yeah, this game is console ported as fuck, is what it is. Ah, yeah. I could probably go for a break soon too. 'Cause it's been a bit. Honestly, I'd probably go now because it's the top of the hour and it makes for. God, it's taking its time to load, isn't it? All right, let's take a break while this figures out what it wants to do, and we'll be back in probably 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna run some ads so we get some ad-free viewing. Get off the computer and do something else for a bit. Oh, I hate how it does that. Isn't that a nice track, huh? What a thing. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks for letting the ads if you... I mean, let's say the sentence properly this time. Letting the ads run if you did. Oh, I hope you took your break when you should have, because we're back at it, and there won't be a break for another while. Right. I even got my lasagna going. Which I'll be eating in opportune moments. Okay. Open.
Today, I'm here to bring you a glimmer of hope.
Back. Tranquilizer rifle ammo. Stun gun ammo. Back.
European-based construction.
Okay. I saved. We're okay. We lived. What kind of microchip was that?
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my AUGs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Okay. Let's see if I can still call, Seraph.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about
It's
the
like very
bombing in
close.
Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
What's good?
You've obviously landed on your feet, though. Unlike a lot of other people.
I've been lucky. I almost died in Panchaea waiting for the rescue teams to dig me out.
No, I saved
And I
your
lost a
ass.
lot of time after recovering from my injuries. You went back to Detroit. You saw what happened to Seraph Industries.
I got a look at it, briefly.
Humanity was afraid of the potential we offered, and they lashed out. Broke into the building, stole what they could, and burned the rest. Those vultures at Tai Young Medical gobbled up what was left. Sometimes a dream has to die so a new one can rise from the ashes.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Good on him.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong.
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group. Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Utelek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
I'm surprised that's not gonna play any larger element, let's say. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, is she pretty? Eviction notice. I can seldom read that. But it looks like honest to God eviction notice.
Nie rozumiem angielski.
I live at a kind of weird fucking dump, don't I? 43. Clearance.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nuke software. Oh, hello. More crafting MacGuffins. 80 parts available for crafting or weapon upgrades. The machine god reached out across the empty vastness looking for his people. Praise the Omnissiah. Even in death I serve the machine god. Yeah, that's too much Warhammer to me. You can't say machine god without that. Okay. The poor, the mistreated, those society is cast aside. And why were these people shunned? Because they look different. Because they have been injured. Often while protecting the very same people who now turn them away. These persecutors were willing, eager to see them as nothing more than damaged goods, unfit for this world. They were not completely wrong, because the augmented people are different. They are the chosen. The machine god whispers in their ears. Tells them the next step in evolution. He invites them to leave the filth of this world behind and ascend to the singularity. Are you willing to become one of the chosen children? There will come a time where you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. Breach software. So these are some script kiddies, huh? They even got this going on. The void which binds. There goes your inkjet. Joseph 7. Security rating. Enter password or disconnect. Gyroscopic regulator. Another printer on the fridge.
You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. I pray that the mother will change her mind.
Oh yeah, he is full blown into the machine god.
Faith in the church.
He's a cultist.
We will all find our way to the machine god. Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover. Do not give up faith in the church.
He's asleep. There's a credit chip on him.
The singularity is near, Sever. You must hang on.
It's kind of interesting. I have to remember to give him a good hacking later on. Let's check out these augmentation upgrades and all that. It's all malfunctioning over here. Okay. Store items. Whisper chip, a technologically advanced listening device created by Janice. Where did I get this from? Breach software found. Yeah, and I didn't look at the thing I wanted to actually look at. 5 o'clock. Increases the speed of capturing and fortifying nodes. Okay, interesting. That's new. Trace process. Slow them down by fortifying. Breach software can be sold for credits. Collecting them all will unlock content in the alternate breach mode. I'm probably going to be selling them. I'm not interested in breach. It's kind of a weird multiplayer tie-in again. V and then equals. Yeah, I'm going to have to travel across my keyboard for that. Biocells can also be used to power some electrical equipment. Okay, that's interesting. That makes it worth saving those. Medication is just medication. Okay. And I still want to to... Oh my god, look at that. That's terrible. Customize. Laser. Oh, ammo capacity can be increased. Redefine damage output maxed. For 100 parts. I'm fine with ammo capacity, honestly, for now. How about this? Okay, the more offensive items can give him fallout or pull lasers on. EMP ammo, that kind of thing. Okay, so there's a bunch more customization that you can do. What is that? Hydraulic micro pump. A generic pump used in a wide range of mechanical augmentations for regulating pressure with synthetic muscle and joint systems. Sell it to a merchant who knows what they're doing. It has no other function than its monetary value. Okay.
How much longer is it going to be?
Yes, Christelle. A nice girl. She used to babysit my kids.
Now this.
There is only so much we can do.
You know, they are saying he was part of that attack.
This is a little bit.
That's true. They could do the same to anyone.
What's security rating 1?
How long until they evict us too?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Oh, that's gonna be on cooldown for a bit. I'm trying not to be too curious.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there. You want to do business? The man is over there.
And we're still
Deus
on
is the
the...
man. He'll set you up.
Really? Just like that?
You have heard the calling, Seeker? To become one.
That's
You're
fine.
welcome.
I'll just take it off
Think
your
again.
corpse later.
Hey, I stole that first.
I'm not telling you again. Go away.
Machine gun.
He's getting together.
You can take it.
So
dangerous.
they actually
Smart.
got pissy over me stealing some drinks from them, huh? They weren't just saying that. I was like, are you refusing service to me? How far back is this?
We'll all find our way to the machine god.
Several hours ago.
You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now.
How did it ever come to this?
Didn't he just lose his daughter not so long ago?
Yes. Deus is the man. He'll set you up.
You're too bold on your back.
Nope. This is a no-connor zone.
Get me out.
Sorry, I cannot help.
He's just a poor orc with the wrong enhancements and the wrong connections. He outgrew his usefulness.
And there's another trespass zone there.
If that's true,
Security rating 3.
anyone who knows.
How
long until they
Oh, this is a
exhaust
lot of shit.
Seeker! Singularity away! You have heard the calling, Seeker? To become one.
I was looking at your pamphlet, but I'm not sure.
These are troubled times for our people, my friend. And we are all searching for you.
You're getting on my nerves.
Machine God. What exactly does it mean?
Okay, I guess I can't purchase shit there anymore.
I'm not telling you again. Go away.
Global consciousness. I've heard of this.
That merchant's no longer a...
Where will they attack next? Is nowhere safe.
Together we will bring about the machine god.
She glitched.
That's very interesting.
Take control of your destiny, brother.
I'm bored.
Seeker, are you prepared for the ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the church to guide me. What would you like to know?
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive, to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
God, this is so bugged.
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the Machine God. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
The Builder's that guy who's unconscious on his bed.
I saw your Builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the Mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Joseph's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
No, I'm satisfied.
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
In our augmented bodies lies our salvation, Seekers. We carry the seeds of divinity within us.
And what?
Future of
We are
the
talking.
human race.
And what?
I understand.
Ship is all off to Utulek? No. They cannot evict you if there's no reason.
Don't be naive.
Security ratings.
To them, I am no longer.
God, you can dick around this place as much as you want, honestly. Find Clover inside the bookstore.
Sir,
Map marks important locations, including merchants, sewer access, and metro stations. So I can play as a Nosferatu? Like, it barely marks them. Let's be real here. Would you look at this?
Ulice jsou plný odpadků, ale problémy žádný.
These hunters are on thin fucking ice.
Bodyguard.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
Ah.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
Interesting. Only deals in Neuropazine. He's an org himself, right?
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned
Yeah, he is.
primaries than terrorist attacks? Am I hearing you right? That's right.
Towel
yeah.
truck.
Look, the terrorist thing, that's bad. I'm not saying it isn't. But it's just a thing. It'll pass in time.
You! Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees! Hands behind your head.
When was the last time?
Isn't this fun? The way my graphics card is blinking.
They just extended my contract. I need to get to work so they
Oh,
can
and their
validate
torsos
my
are
paper.
missing.
You should have thought of this yesterday.
Fucking roll!
Nothing suspicious.
You're innocent, just like everyone else.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
I think that's a Mercer. Problem is, it could with your display driver. Again. How far is it going to be now? Like, at least it's running compared to Invisible War. But... God damn. It says launching. If not for next time, I'll absolutely turn the graphics down to rock bottom and hope that that fixes our little situation. There you go. Okay, not too far back. I'm gonna turn off temporal. See if that helps it any.
So wait. What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about ordering a crime.
Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees! Hands behind your head.
Something's blinking.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All business.
It happened again. It's just crashing. Well, I hate to say it, but I don't want to kind of deal with this now. And it is about that time. We're cutting it roughly half an hour short. But I'll see what I can do about this before next time. For now, I think we had a decent start. And hopefully this doesn't happen again, as it seems to. Right. Thanks for watching so far. It's a shame that we have to do this, but, you know, it happens. I'll see you next time. Take care.